I've always been a Sonic fan. Not the biggest fan, but back in 92, when he was like on the Sega Genesis and first appeared, he was one of the coolest characters around. Before I'd go to school, I'd watch cartoons, The New Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, and on Saturdays, the Saturday morning cartoon was pretty awesome. I never thought that Jaleel White would be a good voice for Sonic, but he really did show some range, and I really did appreciate his performance and take on the character. He was so good that they brought him back for a fan film with Sonic, and I really enjoyed his new interpretation on the character. Overall, Sonic's been a pretty cool character. Back in 1993, they had this Lifesavers contest where, you buy the candy and then you get a prize. And one of the prizes was Sonic the Hedgehog 3 for Sega Genesis. My brother and I didn't have a Sega Genesis, but it would be a good reason to get one if we actually got Sonic 3. So I came up with the good idea of just pushing the Lifesavers out of the sleeve and looking for the winner that way. And lo and behold, I was at Kroger and I pushed the Lifesavers out of the sleeve, and there it was, Sonic 3. So I pushed the Lifesavers back into the sleeve, and then I was like, "Mom, buy this. I don't have any money. I'm just a kid." And she was like, "Okay." And it took 6 to 8 weeks for the game to show up. Then after that, we saved all our money up to get a Sega Genesis 2. It was just me and my brother scraping up quarters and lunch money and looking at couches and the cushions of our car seats of our parents, and we went and got a Sega Genesis. So the first game we got for it was Sonic 3, and honestly, Sonic was the only reason we even got a Sega Genesis. There was some cool games like Aladdin and Tasmania and several other games, Strider, but the main reason we got the system was for Sonic. We loved Sonic as a character. We wanted to play Sonic. We'd always go to our cousin's house in Houston and we'd play Sonic 2 and Sonic 1 there. It was like one of the main things that we do when we went to visit our cousins in Houston. We would play Sega Genesis and play with their Power Ranger action figures, because they had Power Ranger action figures and they were pretty awesome. That's the origin of my fandom when it comes to Sonic. This take on Sonic was pretty cool. It's actually a commission from DeviantArt from Infectious Visions. He's planning on doing a project with some re-envisions of the characters from Sonic the Hedgehog series. He gives the characters to me in waves of 4. First 4 were Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Amy, which, that's pretty much Sonic Adventure. I really like this new take on the characters. It's very modern and hip. It stays within the character's personality traits, so it's not making them into something they're not. It's basically just a physical redesign, but as far as their character goes, it's still the same. I'm using the program Graphic Scale to make these sprites. It's probably one of the best programs for sprite making. It's just the essentials of what you need. You could probably use Photoshop to make the sprites, but I like the streamline effect that this program has. It has some hiccups here and there, but for what it does it well, and it's not expensive. It gives good results, and it's my go-to tool to make sprites. He supplied me with some references of what he wanted the character to look like. He wanted the stance of the character to be like Leona from King of Fighters. So I sketched out the stance of Sonic, I filled in the colors, and then I started refining the sprite. The outlines, the insides, the details, the colors. With these sprites, I try to stick to 16 color palette. The 16th color being transparent background, so sprites are really 15 colors. I usually get the palette from other sprites because my palettes end up being really messy, or some colors aren't dark enough and some colors are too bright, or they're all over the place. So borrowing colors from other sprites is usually the best way to go for me. You would think that using the same blue for his clothes and for his skin would be the best way to go, but I really felt that it would need to be broken up a little bit, so I decided to use a different color for that. When I was finished, I sent it off to him and he liked it. He had to do some adjustments to the height. I made his legs too long. Other than that, everything turned out great. I recorded the progress of all of these, so I'll share that with everyone. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoy the next. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to my channel for new content. If you want to see more of my artwork, head over to my DeviantArt page. There you can see a gallery of all my artwork and information on my art commissions. For more cosplay photos, check out my cosplay.com page. But until next time, be seeing ya. Stay out of trouble.